Neptaly Rodriguez. I'm here to show who I am and basically show you the kind of musician I am. I'm a jazz musician. I play both piano and trumpet. I love to play all genres. I can play from jazz, merengue, salsa, classical music, whether it's band music or, Motown music. I love music with passion, and I believe that's my ultimate goal. I've been playing since I was like 3 years old. I actually picked it up through different kind of like directors. I had a lot of teachers. I actually started playing at church since I was maybe 6 or 9. I want to say 9, because that's when I started to play a lot more with the church band, and the ambition and impetus to keep trying to go further and further. It's just like it's an investment, but you put yourself out there, and if you really want it, you can get it. Like ultimate, like music idol wouldn't be just one person. It has to come, with Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis, Winston Marsalis, Thelonious Monk, Arturo Sandoval, Roy Hargrove. These are men who live for the jam. Joe Beam's Girl from Ipanema. It's a soft tune, I like it, It's like one of those songs, it's just very soothing. for sure my favorite song. Charlie Parker, Now Is the Time. Celebrity, just one of the awesomest like mood changes ever in like a song, for me, I guess. I like a lot of classical pieces, great people who inspired, me as a musician. Also is Beethoven, of course. Everybody loves Beethoven because, of his condition, So, and he was a piano player. So I love, music. Any kind of music, I'm into it. I believe what makes me stand out as a musician is that though I'm a minority, I love music. And I mean, it doesn't matter like what it is, how good you are. If you have the love and the passion and the drive for music and you're good at it, I think it's about how you express yourself, the skill level, your technique, and overall the kind of sound that you produce, And on top of that, it's all about, your background. It comes to play, eventually. And I love that, though I'm Latino, it's something that always like, it's in my blood to keep going. I love Latin music, and whatever Latin music I hear, it's in me. I love to hear it. It's a rhythm. It's all about rhythm, and I think that influences me as a musician as well. But it's amazing. I don't know. Like when I'm playing, it's all about what I want to hear, how I want to build the song up. It doesn't matter if I'm playing a particular song or if I'm just improvising. A lot of times I might be improvising, but even in improvisational music, it's all about how, one wants to build it. Particularly in my music, when I'm playing, it's more about, feeding off the sound of the other musicians so that I can use it and then send it back to them in my form, and it's like communicating. You communicate with one musician and they respond, call and response, it just goes back and forth, and the sound builds, and you get this awesome, beautiful sound that people enjoy, and I enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, then people will enjoy it. A lot of the time, well, if I'm playing with other musicians, I'm thinking about how I can make the music better through the kind of sound that you give me. So if it's going out to the crowd, I hear how a drummer is playing and how, our chemistry is going on. So if he's right on the page, we're like, dang, 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 and he's like ready to jam and keep going, then I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna put my effort into making the sound even better. And if I'm playing by myself, a lot of the time it's more about, this is how I want to sound. This is how I want to sound. Let me get to this level, and when I get to this level, I will be happy. I will be happy. Music is a part of my life as much as I love to breathe. It's something that inevitably I think about a lot and consciously too. So when I'm not purposely like trying to think about it, it's just there. If it's even the smallest tune, or just a little whistle or a tune in my head, it's always in me. If I start beating on, even on a desk, it's part of it. It's part of music in me. It's like the way I breathe. It's in my circulation and blood. I love music so much that I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm passionate for it, and I want to strive to it. So I won't read any of this. I think one of the things that that makes me so passionate about music is that I grew into it as a young child. So I wasn't like, driven to it, or pushed to it. It's something that it takes time for someone to actually grow into it. And for me, it was more about, hey, did you hear such and such? They're so good. Like, how can I get there? So you just get better and better, and it just pushes you, and you just want it more. And you get passionate to the point where you just say, you know what, I just realized I can't stop thinking about music. It's something where it's like in a relationship, you fall in love with the rhythms and the sounds of the planet, and you just love it, and you combine things, and it just takes over your mind, kind of. I started to learn how to read music in the 4th grade with violin. Didn't turn out as well as it did in middle school. I started to pick up, music reading in middle school because I got introduced to a trumpet. It was weird because I wanted to become a piano player. I was like 12 years old, and I told the band director, hey, I want to be the piano player for the school. He says, we have no piano. Or, no, he said, we have no piano place for you. You can learn from me, but you're not going to be able to play in the band. And so he gave me a trumpet. He says, the music sheet for a trumpet and the piano go off hand in hand. The thing that makes me want to learn more is that how is it that there are so many musicians out there, and in college too, there's this community, this society of like musicians that all strive to get to the same place, to get to the top of their personal goal as a musician. And so it's like you want to keep going and to grow, just grow mentally, and music, it goes into depth where it's like music theory, which I love. It's like one of those classes that you can't just stop wanting to go, because like it's something that you will learn that you will use as a musician. So if you're a musician, it's kind of like taking a requirement class. For me, I would love to be in a college level music theory class where all I learn is everything that I need to know to become better, or to just be a better musician. I would like to go to college, number one, and study, deeply, and just take apart what all music is, and get under the roots, and just like go all over with it. But as a musician, I would love to one day, of course, be professional. It's like #1 dream of a little kid. I love music that much that I would love to just wake up every morning and say, you know what, I'm just playing my heart out today. I think it's so important for me to go to college because I am the first to go to college for my family. And, I have a talent, everyone tells me, and, I believe so too. And I think if I can go to college because of music, that's just more of a role model towards, my siblings, my family, and even anyone else who knows me. Because I believe that if you have something in your hands and you can use it to get to college, that's a great opportunity.